May the 11th. Doctor. Lucy. Lucy. Lucy Valentine. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Lucy Valentine?
Lucy.
Yes, Lucy Valentine. That is your name.
Lucy. Lucy. Valentine. あなたは
Do you recognize who I am? Lucy slowly shakes her head. Is that so? I continue. I'm Dr. Ryu, and this is the K Robotics Research Lab.
一ノ瀬博士
Yes, Dr. Ryu. I am your creator.
私を作った人
Yes,
私を作った人一ノ瀬博士一ノ瀬博士
yes, Ryu. That is my name. It's funny to be saying all this now, but yes. Ryu, that's my name. It's a bit of a late introduction, but be sure to cherish and remember it.
覚えておきます一ノ瀬博士
October the 14th, you.
スター
My body's being shaken from side to side.
スター
Something is shaking my body? Ugh.
マスター起きてください
What do you want? Still feeling drowsy, I tried my hardest to overcome the weight of my drooping eyelids. I finally managed to force open my eyes. And right before me was a pair of blue eyes the size of frying pans. Ah! I stare at Lucy in bewilderment as I find myself falling out of my bed.
もう朝ですよく眠れましたか
Before making any attempt to talk back to her, I decided to check the time. It was earlier than usual. I let out a big yawn. It's so early in the morning. Before I could ask why I was woken up ahead of schedule, I started to sniff. I could smell something delicious. My room was filled with mouth-watering scent. I tell myself the neighbors must be cooking up something good. And Lucy suddenly opens her mouth.
朝食のご用意ができました。
Those words were the most unexpected. Did you just say breakfast?
冷蔵庫にある材料で簡単に作らせていただきました。お口に合うかはわかりませんが。
Breakfast? The word had a nostalgic ring to it. When was the last time I've eaten something other than fast food for breakfast?
あ、何か嫌いな食べ物はございますか？
No.
嫌いな食材はございますか？
No. Nothing like that. I want to say carrots and cucumbers, but I decided against it. I didn't want to be seen as an immature kid complaining about his food. This doesn't fit my cool intellectual image. Still haven't fully woken up yet, I confirm my understanding with Lucy once more. So, you're telling me you've made breakfast?
はい。ルーシーが実力を発揮しました。これから10分後にできますので、これを飲んで少しお待ちくださいね。
A cup of water is presented to me. I was just starting to get a little thirsty too. As I grab hold of the cup, its pleasant coolness spreads along my skin. I felt embarrassed about following Lucy's orders, so I decided to make a small complaint as I put the cup to my lips. Next time you should wake me up when the food's actually ready.
ダメです。起きてすぐに食事すると胃と腸に負担がかかります。一杯の水で腸の活動をさせた後に食事を取らないといけません。
How annoying. What a strict one this robot is. I enjoyed the feeling of cold water pouring down my throat and quenching my thirst. It feels like my insides are being cleansed thoroughly. Suddenly I realized just how absurd this whole situation is. The fact that someone's preparing breakfast for me. Could I still be dreaming? I feel like I'm on cloud 9. Lucy cheerfully skips towards the kitchen. I only continue to stare at her blankly. Ten minutes have passed. Only now I feel more awake. It's a pain to know how my body is really slow to start itself up. I begin to feel hungry. The smell of Lucy's cooking motivates me to drag myself out of bed. I head straight to the kitchen table. I'm stunned by the veritable feast laid out before me. A cloud of white steam is rising from a bowl of rice. The soup is boiling with intensity. The sound is making its music to my ears. And there's a perfectly prepared fish along with a variety of side dishes. It'd be shameful to compare this to a lunchbox from a convenience store. Appearing to his sensory delight, Lucy smiles pleasantly. Her voice is full of tease.
えへん。
I feel a sense of defeat. I begin to feel frustrated for no particular reason. I want to say something in reply, but decide to hold back. I take a seat in silence and lift my spoon.
美味しいですか？
I haven't even taken a bite yet. What's the rush? Just hold on a second.
さあさあ、冷める前に召し上がってくださいね。
Lucy takes a seat opposite the table. While striking a sly pose with her hand on her chin, she urges me to eat. It was as if the food was suddenly going to disappear if I didn't start soon. She's gazing at me intently. She's trying not to make it obvious, but I can tell she's very eager to see my reaction. Whatever I say next will decide what her face will show. I take a spoonful of the glossy white rice and put it in my mouth. It's good. Perfect flavor and texture. While I'm at it, let's try some side dishes too. Marvelous. She wasn't lying about her cooking skills. Let's be fair though. She probably only knows the best recipes from around the world. And since she's a robot, there wouldn't be any inconsistencies in her cooking. If they had programmed her to be a top-level chef, than this was to be expected. There's nothing to be surprised about. But a robot's just a robot. She wouldn't be able to top something that Mama used to make, as they say. Although personally I never had an opportunity to taste my mother's cooking, so I really can't compare. Looking back at Lucy, who's just staring at me with great anticipation, I think about what I should say. I can feel an aura of confidence around her, yet she appears to be worried at the same time. She's expecting me to say something. I finally make my reply. Bleh! This is horrible! What is this stuff? I decided to bluff. It's because I wanted to hide my embarrassment. And I also wanted to tease Lucy. This one and that one too, they're all terrible. You seemed to be pretty confident last night, but I'd say you still have a long way to go. How dare you present something like this to your master? You're nothing but all talk, aren't you?
Master?
What is it? Do you have a problem with my honest feedback?
そのように美味しいという顔をしながらおっしゃっても説得力がありませんよ。
Shoot, I forgot to keep a straight face. But I won't back down so easily. Men never give up. Once a man makes a decision, he sticks with it until the end. You're just imagining things. The food outright terrible. Why won't you believe me? I decided to go on the defensive to see how she would react.
ですがマスター、そうおっしゃっている間にも手は止まっていませんよ。ルーシーの勘違いですか？
Touché. At this point, I decided to take it to the next step. Well, aren't you being skeptical? How about you try this food yourself?
ルーシーがですか？
You heard me. As I'm about to pick up some of the food I gave her, I stopped to think. Is it alright for robots to eat something like this? Will they get a stomachache? What if the food gets stuck somewhere and causes a malfunction? I spent a ton of money already. I don't know how expensive another visit to the repair shop is going to be. Plus that guy will probably make some sort of excuse to take Lucy away from me next time.
それじゃあ少しだけ。
Wow, I guess she really can eat it. The small lips of hers start to get busy. I wait nervously. How is it? She'll be fine, right? I attempt to calm myself with a glass of water.
マスターの味がします。
All the water I've been holding in my mouth comes squirting out. With lightning reflexes, Lucy begins to wipe down the table.
嬉しくありませんでしたか？関節キスの後にこう言うと相手は喜ぶとネットに書いてありましたが。
Alright. This just proved you suck at research. Don't you ever mention those dumb sources of yours again. The internet truly is a scary place. Agreed. Talking in real time with an online stranger is even scarier. Agreed. This is what technology has come to. Here we can clearly see the downside from having such an excessive amounts of information. Agreed. Past generations may have suffered from a lack of information, but the current generation is struggling from so much useless information it's become tough to sift through all the crud for a single bit of truth.
本当のことを言うとルーシーは味を感じることができません。
Oh, now she decided to tell me that? But what did I expect? It's obvious that robots wouldn't have any taste buds.
ですがそれぞれの味の濃度を知らせる味覚グラフは立派な黄金比を記録しています。
Okay, so...
ですから本当は美味しいはずです。
I guess I can't deny when she puts it that way. And it really is true her cooking is very good. So I decided to focus on eating instead. I can't tell how much time has passed. The bowl of rice I've been eating from has started to show its bottom. I steal a glance at the clock. It's not yet time to leave for school. While reveling in my satisfaction, I decide to sit back in my chair to chill out for a bit. Some time passes. While cleaning up the empty dishes, Lucy asked me a question. Her tone was quite delicate, as if to soothe a small animal.
失礼ですが、マスター。昨日から気になっていたことが一つあるんです。
What is it? She seemed to be hesitating, so I gave her a little push. Go ahead.
ロボットが嫌いなのは、もしかしてお父様の影響ですか?
The question catches me off guard. All the unpleasant memories involving my father come flying back. I slowly realized that my chopsticks were frozen in midair. Without missing a beat, I continued delivering the food to my mouth. In an attempt to hide my surprise, I purposely give a curt answer. Well, I guess you could say that. Nothing will change from denying it. I put down the chopsticks and locked eyes with Lucy. This robot's just laid to waste the values and beliefs I've held for the past 18 years. Keep my eyes on the robot I muse. Now that I think about it, I was probably brainwashed.
洗脳と言いますと?
I've heard nothing but awful things about robots since I was little. Robots are bad. Robots make us ill. Robots harm society. I grew up listening to all that all the time, so it just rode up on me. The previous generation of IT. Now the new generation of robots. As long as we live sandwiched between two generations, there's bound to be people advocating against new technology such as robots. There's plenty of people out there who are strongly opposed to the production of robots. My father is a prime example. Similar to what happened during the Industrial Revolution, the effects of the profound new technology is gradually expanding across the globe. Robots are slowly taking away people's jobs opportunities. It costs less to maintain robots than to pay employee salaries. Robots never complain, and they're consistent with their performance, unlike people. They don't feel any stress or pain, and they never mess around. It'd be much easier to deal with a robot than to fuss over a troublesome worker. We're only beginning to find out what kind of change robots will bring to our society. Unemployment is getting out of control. All the newly formed jobs are being handled by robots. This is why many people shun robots. No one understands whether this is a temporary phenomenon rising from the drastic change in our lifestyle, or if it's a type of psychological disease. It'll only become clearer as time goes on. One thing I can say for sure is that there's always going to be a divide between the population as made evident by the Luddite movement of the early 1800s. Some are more willing to accept this new technology, while some are not. To me, a world run by robots doesn't seem too promising. It was too late by the time I finally grown old enough to be able to think for myself. It's not as simple as just changing my perspective. Because maybe I still would have turned out this way even without my father's influence. My hatred for robots has simply become part of my life now. The most horrifying part of brainwashing is that you can never fight against it. It's technically impossible to bend someone completely to your will. You can't do anything about people acting loyal on the outside, but despising you on the inside. Brainwashing is different, however, because the person wouldn't have knowledge to think for himself in the first place. It's possible to take advantage of that bit by bit. As long as the victim never comes to realize this, he'll never be able to retaliate. There also needs to be a compelling reason for him to change. Even with a good reason, it's likely that he won't be willing to accept it. Because if he did, he would be going against all the beliefs he'd held off for his entire life. It would crumble the foundations of his very existence. The older a person becomes, the harder it is for him to admit that he's been in the wrong. Who knows? Maybe I would have never come to hate robots. It's too late for me to start thinking about that now.
Lucy はですね、マスターとお父様のお二人がロボットを好きになってくれると嬉しいです。ルーシーを好きになってくれると嬉しいです。これからはここで仲良く暮らしたいので。
Upon hearing that, I unknowingly let out a bitter laugh. You saw what my father did when he found out you're a robot? You're asking for the impossible. It'd be a relief in itself if nothing happened to you behind my back.
捨てられるかもしれません。でも、それでもロボットを好きになってもらいたいです。
I sigh softly. She's failing to think logically as a computer. Even after hearing that my father wants to throw you out, how could you still hope for something like that? If person A hates person B, then it's likely person B will come to hate person A. At least that's how it is in normal human relationships. So how come Lucy can't grasp this? Because she's very patient and forgiving? No way. Because she's a robot that knows how to suppress its emotions. It's because she isn't a human.
お父様もきっとマスターのように心の優しい方です。ルーシーにはわかります。だからこれからマスターと仲良く暮らしてほしいと思っています。あ、もちろんルーシーとも。
You're already mistaken by calling me kind-hearted.
お父様だけではありません。
She just ignored me. That little...
マスターもアンティークショップの店長も研究所の方も皆さんいい方たちです。マスターをはじめとする世の中すべての人を力の限りサポートする。それがルーシーの使命であり願いです。
It definitely sounds like something a robot would say. It doesn't seem like she's capable of sorting the good from the bad. I can't help but give a cynical reply. In the end, we're the same. You've already been brainwashed, but in a different way. Lucy slightly tilts her head to the side. She seems to do that whenever she's confused about something.
マスター、どういう意味ですか?
You will love humans. That's essentially what's been programmed into your main system. You have no free will. That's an illusion. You have no choice but to act this way. She tilts her head from side to side. She doesn't seem to understand. You want to help everyone, right?
はい、もちろんです。
And you're happy when you help people.
はい、とっても嬉しいです。
Why do you think that you want to help others and that you feel happy once you do?
そうですね。どんな理由でしょうか?
It's because the program those researchers put inside you is forcing you to feel this way.
そうでしょうか?
Yeah. Your will and your personality are yours. But at the same time, they aren't. They're from people that made you. They programmed you this way, and you're simply following orders. You're nothing but a puppet on a stage whose strings are being pulled. It may look like it's moving by itself at first glance, but it's actually being held up by wires. And there are people behind the stage controlling those wires. That's who you are. You're only moving according to how they want you to move. The pupils in Lucy's eyes diminish. She appears to be deep in thought.
マスターが何をおっしゃっているかよくわかりません。
I'm saying that your actions have no actual meaning. You're just a toy made to do certain tasks at a certain time. Nothing about you is real. There is no significance. Do you understand? mind, its emotions, and its intuition on the inside. The body, its movements, its reactions on the outside. If they're just part of a computer algorithm created by someone, then they aren't genuine. Any gestures, any sentiments, there's no meaning behind them. I stress that idea over and over again. Something like that doesn't have any meaning.
そんなことありません、マスター。
She startles me with a sudden rebuttal. I wasn't expecting that from her. What are you talking about?
意味がないなんてありません。きっと意味はあります。
You're saying that there's a meaning? You still don't get it? You were made to be friendly with humans through a program. It's not by your own choice. Your actions and feelings, they're all artificial. That's why they're meaningless.
関係ありません。誰の意図であろうと。
What?
誰の意向であれ、ルーシーが手伝えば誰かは喜びます。誰かが喜べばルーシーはもっと嬉しくなります。誰かのお役に立てましたから。ルーシーは人を助けることでやりがいを感じ、人は必要としていた助けを得ることができます。ルーシーはそれだけで満足です。それがもし誰かによって意図された状況に過ぎないとしても、行動もルーシーの意思でないタイによるものだとしても、ルーシーにとってそれは全く重要な問題ではありません。ルーシーがその時感じた感情、助けた行為、助けたという事実、助けを得た誰かの気持ち、この過程をマスターは偽りというかもしれません。意図的に作られましたから。でもルーシーにとってはこれは本物であり、そして決して意味のないものではありません。
Nonsense.
私の名前はルーシー・バレンタインです。
Lucy states her name, as if she's announcing herself before a crowd. She also did not refer to herself in third person.
ルーシーという名前は光という意味のラテン語から来ています。人々の希望に光をさせるようにと願いを込めてつけたそうです。人の役に立つこと、人の役に立った後の達成感を感じること、これがルーシーの人生の目的であり願いです。ルーシーが感じる胸が温かくなるこの気分、これが何かによって作られたとしても、この感情は偽りにはなりません。それはきっと意図とは関係のない真実だと信じています。
I tried to say something back, but the words never came out. It felt as there's something stuck in my throat. It wasn't exactly because I agreed with her, and it wasn't because I was touched by her words either. I actually thought she was being very stubborn, as stubborn as a mule. It was rather because of how Lucy appeared to be so mature and real, the way she confidently stated her opinion. Nothing about her is remotely as close as my idea as a robot. That is why I could only sit in silence. I headed to school with my mind in a haze of confusion. My emotions were in turmoil. Okay, this is October the 14th, but I think I'm going to pause it here and get a save in. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching.